After all Ejike did to the mother and the father, abandoning them, one would think that that was the height of it, not knowing that Ejike did more. And what Ejike did is enough to bring tears out of your eyes. Remember, in the last episode, Munachi was not even recognized in the village because she was not married traditionally. And Ejike doesn't even care about it. But this is something that people hold dear to their heart. Now Munachi is about to suffer for something she knows nothing about. On this episode, it all started when Chinwe came back. And not only did she decide to come back to the village, but this time she came back with a child. And she was crying. And the uncle and his wife were like, is this not Chinwe? Chinwe, why did you have to do this? They were so sad and at the same time surprised that Chinwe had to come back to the village after such a long time of not hearing from her. And they were like, Chinwe, what happened? What happened? Why did you have to abandon your family? You left for so long without even a phone call. Nobody cared, that your mother gave birth to just 2 children. But she lived her life as if she had no child, and she also died as though there was no child from her womb. But truly, what happened to Chinwe is something that can actually bring tears out of your eyes. Chinwe was now trying to explain to the uncle what happened, that she didn't actually decide not to come back to visit his parents, but something happened. In this life, sometimes unforeseen circumstances happen and people will be abandoned, and at the same time will be thinking the worst of them, not until when they explain their own side of the story. And that was the case of Chinwe, Ejike's sister. We have been talking about Mama and Ejike's father, but at the same time, it looks as if we have forgotten that Ejike had a sister. Remember, Chinwe was acting as Vivian in the wrong marriage. This would be a best fit for Ejike. Chinwe went to visit Ejike, that is his brother. She was sitting just at Ejike's gate when Ejike came back from work and saw somebody sitting at the gate. And then Ejike walked up to her and was asking her, who are you? And what are you doing in front of my gate? And that was when Chinwe was now, brother Ejike, it's me, Chinwe, your junior sister. I was so surprised when Ejike had to even slap her for trying to come close to him, to give him a hug as a junior sister. I mean, even if you are angry with your parents that your parents did not give you the life that you deserve, your sister is innocent. I mean, the both of you were growing up together. So, which means that the both of you were deprived of the same thing. So why are you still mean to your sister instead of you to help her? She slapped the sister and pushed her away and told her that she had no parents, she had no family, that she should get out of his house, that she should get out of his gate, that he doesn't have a family. And Chinwe was now like, brother, I hope you are joking. He said, do I look like somebody that is joking? He said, how did you even find my house? And then Chinwe was now trying to explain to Ejike that the uncle gave her the address to his house and told her that this is where Ejike lives. And right now, Ejike is not depriving her own sister, the opportunity of having a good life, even if you don't want to even take care of your parent. Ejike, this is an act of wickedness. Why would you treat your sister like this? I mean, you should have a little heart for your sister. Most men out there, children even cry to have a sister, but now you had one and you are treating her with so much hatred. Chinwe was on the street walking. She doesn't even know where she's going, but she was just going and crying. And that was how some people came and took her. It's so unfortunate that where she found herself was in a place where a lot of women are captured just to make babies. And when they give birth to these children, they sell the children. Unfortunately for her, police invaded the place, but before then she was already pregnant, and they took her to a place where she was able to give birth to her own child. So for those women who are not able to take care of their own children, they send them to motherless babies home. But she said she cannot leave her own child there. That was how she decided to come back home. And the parents the uncle was now blaming her. Why didn't you come back home? You should have come back home to your parents. But we understand the side of Chinwe. She doesn't want to come back to the village empty because she already knows the situation of the family, how hard it is for her own mother to even eat or her dad to take his medication. So she doesn't want to be a disappointment. She's saying that if she set her eyes on Ejike, what she's going to do to Ejike, Ejike, a lot is coming for you. I mean, karma does not miss its address. It is definitely going to come on Ejike. But the sad thing is that Munachi will be a part of this karma because she's married to Ejike, and she's not going to abandon Ejike because she loves him. Ejike had to come to the village again for the meeting the second time. And this time around, the elders have made their decisions. And their decision was so tough that Ejike started reacting. But before then, they told Ejike that before this meeting will begin, send Daniel and his wife away out of the meeting because they are not part of the family. They are arrogant. And Daniel's wife was now like, why are you people always trying to humiliate my husband in front of you everyone? And then Daniel, instead of him to say something nice to the wife, now warn the wife, I can speak for myself. Don't ever try to speak on my behalf again next time. But at the same time, the meeting has to continue. So he now spoke to Daniel and told him, I know you're my friend. You are always there to support me. But at this point, I just want you to just give us a minute, Let us just iron this thing out for good. And that was how Daniel left with the wife. And then the uncle now came up with conditions as regards to the marriage. Ejike, a lot is really coming for you. Yes, a lot is coming for you. Remember in the last episode, his warehouse was burnt to ashes. All the goods in there was burnt. That was the first message from the parents. And now the elders are now telling Ejike that he has to go and build a house, a big house for the parents, that the parents cannot be buried in a strange land. That he's going to build a big house of their own choice. And the elders now said that the mother will be buried in the sitting room just when you enter the house. And Ejike was now like, are you people serious? That who even does that? Who builds a house and buries somebody in the sitting room? Then the elders were now like, this is our decision. And Ejike was now like, you people are joking. And the elders went ahead to tell Ejike that not only is he going to do that for disobeying the elders and insulting them, that it comes with a lot of punishment and fine and conditions at the same time. Ejike now told the elders that they are stupid for saying that they are fools, they are hungry men that are looking for whose money to eat, that he is not going to give them a dime, that they are stupid. In fact, he's going to leave this place right now. And Munachi and the friends were now trying to calm Ejike down. No, don't do that. But before then, Ejike has told them to name their price before they came out with the options of building a house and burying the mother in the sitting room, at the same time paying a fine for insulting the elders. Now Ejike is now angry that the elders are hungry and they are looking for whose money to feed them. Ejike, this is not really nice. You should try to respect the elders at least, so that they can be able to arrange for your mother's burial. Ejike went ahead to insult the elders, to call them stupid and fools, that he's not going to sit down here and have himself insulted and humiliated by these stupid elders. And then he stood up and left. And the elders told the Munachi, who was trying to beg on Ejike's behalf, that Ejike is only joking. That when he's done joking, he will come back and meet them, and they will still do what they want to do. And Munachi was just begging and crying that the uncles should please beg the elders that they should forgive Ejike. Let's wait for what is going to happen to Ejike, what Vivian is going to do to Ejike, because I know that Chinwe is never going to forgive Ejike like that. She's going to do her own part when she set her eyes on Ejike. But before then, if you're watching the video for the first time, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. I will bring the next episode as soon as it drops to you. But for now, take care.